morning sun slipped through thin curtains, casting a gentle glow over the room. The character stirred awake, sensing the pull of a new day beyond their window. Stretching languidly, they swung their legs out of bed to feel the cool floor beneath their feet. The quiet hum of early morning filled the air as they walked into the kitchen for breakfast. Quickly preparing a simple meal, a piece of toast with jam and a steaming cup of coffee, they savored each bite as if it were a small victory, fueling them for what lay ahead. Through the window, the sky was already lightening, and construction barriers could be seen along their usual running route. Deciding to adjust their plan, they stepped out into the crisp morning air. The city was just waking up around them. Only a few early risers dotted the streets. They began jogging, easily navigating around the construction barriers with practiced ease. Each obstacle sharpened their focus more than it distracted them. Upon reaching work, they found themselves in the usual bustle of employees settling in for another day. The corridors buzzed with conversation footsteps echoing off tiled floors. Through an office window, a colleague was visibly distressed, frantically searching through documents. Something, the character said softly, already understanding the urgency in their eyes. The colleague explained they urgently needed access to specific project equipment stored on another floor, which required special clearance. Without hesitation, the character nodded and offered to retrieve it for them, knowing such assistance could mean the difference between a stressful day and an effective one. Navigating through crowded corridors and elevators, they made their way up to the storage room. As they approached the restricted area, they bumped into someone carrying multiple files, causing papers to scatter across the floor. Instantly dropping what they were holding, they helped gather everything, apologizing profusely for the interruption. The person thanked them with a smile, appreciative despite the minor disruption caused by their clumsiness. With that small obstacle overcome, they continued to the storage room where the tools awaited. Inside, the cluttered space felt claustrophobic under fluorescent lights. Moving carefully but efficiently, they found what was needed and rushed back down to hand over the equipment without delay. Their colleague looked relieved and thanked them warmly before diving back into work mode with renewed energy. Later that day, while taking a break at their desk, they noticed colleagues whispering among themselves with concerned looks directed towards them. Some felt that their proactive but sometimes clumsy nature had disrupted too much in haste, without considering others' workload or comfort zones. Despite this growing awareness of minor misunderstandings, the character remained focused on completing tasks efficiently. Midway through the afternoon, an unexpected heavy rainstorm struck the city, causing traffic delays and complicating daily routines for everyone. The sky darkened rapidly as thunder rumbled ominously in the distance. With a mix of determination and practicality, they decided to stay late to ensure that all projects were completed before heading home. As they wrapped up work amidst the downpour, they noticed a new colleague struggling with an unfamiliar task related to urban infrastructure changes and managing construction barriers efficiently. The character saw this as another opportunity to help, stepping in without hesitation. They explained some basics of adapting routes and navigating around obstacles effectively, providing guidance that was both timely and appreciated. The interaction resulted in positive feedback from the new colleague, who felt more confident about their role moving forward. However, it also led to minor tension among other team members, who felt overwhelmed by ongoing adjustments themselves. Despite these tensions, the character continued their work with a steady pace, balancing efficiency with kindness whenever possible. After a long day filled with helpful yet disruptive actions, they headed home through the rain, reflecting on the day's events without dwelling too much on misunderstandings or potential conflicts. They made another adjustment to their running route for tomorrow, planning ahead, as always, despite the ever-changing urban landscape around them. The night was quiet, the city sleeping off its stormy afternoon, leaving room for new beginnings under clearer skies in the morning. With each step through the rain, they felt a sense of peace and purpose, knowing that every day brought opportunities to learn, adapt, and help others despite any challenges or misunderstandings. And